Good day, I'm Carrie-Ann Smith and this is your JIS News for Friday, March 11. With just a little over a week in office, government has already begun to embark on a number of initiatives to grow the economy. Prime Minister Andrew Holness outlined some of those initiatives on Thursday during the opening of the new Parliament and swearing-in ceremony of its members.
Already we have started the process of fast-tracking investment projects that are only being held up by decisions. We have started work with the support of the IMF on our proposed reforms to the tax system to ensure that when they are implemented, they mutually reinforce the twin targets of growth and fiscal balance.
Mr. Holness said government's growth plan called for inclusiveness, more jobs, and improving the general well-being of Jamaicans. He added that the administration was also working to tackle the challenges in the healthcare system and the potential threats of epidemic diseases. And on that note, the Ministry of Health is taking steps to accelerate the procurement of additional flu vaccines for frontline health workers, given the increased threat of influenza A H1N1. Portfolio Minister Dr. Christopher Tufton says an additional 5,000 doses are to arrive within the next week. 1,000 doses arrived from Trinidad on March 9 and were distributed to the remaining frontline health workers. 3,000 doses have been ordered through PAHO and are scheduled to arrive in the island mid-March. And another 1,000 is expected to arrive from Belize. Dr. Tufton says the ministry has already provided the regional health authorities with 3,000 adult and 400 pediatric doses of the influenza vaccine received from PAHO. Looking ahead, he says instructions have been given for preparations to begin for the next flu season, which starts in October. Pointing out that prevention is the best medicine for H1N1 and other flu viruses, Dr. Tufton says the ministry will continue efforts to strengthen public health practices of hand washing, cough etiquette, proper use of personal protective equipment, appropriate decontamination procedures in health facilities, and public education. Individuals who want more information may call the Ministry of Health or the nearest health clinic. Finance Minister Audley Shaw says government is still finalizing the budget for the 2016-2017 financial year, which begins on April 1.
It's on the way. There are changes that have to be made, obviously, because of to reflect the new changes in the cabinet. But that's a technical thing, and that's being worked on. Obviously, the interregnum of the election has distorted the normal schedule of the budget. So I'll have to announce a new cycle shortly.
Minister Shaw and his state ministers, Favour Williams and Rudyard Spencer, met with staff at the Finance Ministry earlier today. The minister and his team outlined the policy direction of the government and urged staff at the ministry to work together to complete specific tasks. Prime Minister Andrew Holness has called on parliamentarians to be good role models and examples of good public conduct.
Every member of this House must recommit themselves to uphold the highest standards of conduct in the House. We can be forceful without being offensive. We can be incisive without being insulting.
Mr. Holness also reached out to the opposition and called for cooperation and consensus to move Jamaica forward. Opposition leader Portia Simpson-Miller said her team would operate at the highest standard of decency, decorum, and integrity.
We commit to being a vibrant opposition, holding the government accountable at all times. However, we will do so in a manner that contributes to the building of Jamaica.
Foreign Affairs and Foreign Trade Minister Senator Kamina Johnson-Smith has expressed the new administration's commitment to strengthening the ties of friendship and cooperation between Jamaica and the United States. The minister gave the assurance as she received a courtesy call from U.S. Ambassador to Jamaica, His Excellency Luis Moreno, on Wednesday. Ambassador Moreno took the opportunity to congratulate Senator Johnson-Smith on her appointment while emphasizing the excellent bilateral relations that the countries currently enjoy. And finally, Tourism Minister Edmund Bartlett also met with the U.S. Ambassador this week, taking the opportunity to lobby for Jamaica to be granted pre-clearance travel privileges. It would allow Jamaican officials to execute the same inspection and clearance of commercial airline passengers and their goods that they would typically undergo at a U.S. port of entry. So passengers who go through pre-clearance do not have to undergo a second inspection upon arrival in the U.S. U.S. pre-clearance privileges currently apply to 15 foreign airports in 6 different countries. Minister Bartlett says having it extended to Jamaica would be beneficial to the tourism industry as it would facilitate ease of travel for passengers. Other issues discussed with the U.S. ambassador included efforts to further boost visitor safety and steps to enhance the Tourism Courtesy Corps. And that's it for JIS News Today. I'm Carrie Ann Smith. Thanks for watching.